On March 27, 1977, aviation history changed forever. What began as a routine flight day became the deadliest disaster in aviation history. Two massive Boeing 747 aircraft were unknowingly on a collision course. The location was a small island airport in the Atlantic Ocean, Tenerife. Los Rodeos Airport was never designed to handle aircraft of this size. As the day progressed, visibility slowly began to disappear. Inside the cockpit, pressure was quietly building. Air traffic control struggles to manage the unexpected congestion. Too many wide-body jets crowded a limited space. Every passing minute, the fog grew thicker and more dangerous. Time was slipping away. Decisions now carried life or death consequences. Yet no one could see what lay ahead. 2 aircraft, 2 crews, 1 runway. Both crews believed they were cleared. One misunderstanding sealed their fate. This was not a mechanical failure. It was human confidence mixed with human error, and it was about to turn fatal. What happened next shocked the world. This is the Tenerife Airport Disaster. Earlier that day, Tenerife Airport became overwhelmed. A terrorist incident elsewhere had diverted flights to the island. Suddenly, this small airport was dangerously overcrowded. Among the aircraft was a KLM Boeing 747 and a Pan-American Boeing 747. 2 giants were forced to share a single narrow runway. As afternoon turned into evening, the weather shifted rapidly. Fog moved in faster than anyone expected. Visibility dropped to near zero. Air traffic controllers now relied on voice alone. Ground radar could not track aircraft positions. Clear communication became critical. The KLM captain was highly experienced and deeply respected, but experience can sometimes create dangerous confidence. Meanwhile, the Pan Am jet searched for its correct taxiway exit. Instructions became harder to understand. Misinterpretation became more likely with every transmission. Then a critical moment arrived. A single radio call changed everything. The KLM captain believed takeoff clearance had been given. The Pan Am crew believed the runway was still occupied. The KLM aircraft lined up and began its takeoff roll. The Pan Am aircraft was still on the runway ahead. There was no margin for error. Out of the fog, something appeared. The KLM Boeing 747 accelerated rapidly. Ahead, the Pan Am aircraft was still directly in its path. Suddenly, the Pan Am crew saw approaching lights. Inside the KLM cockpit, doubt appeared too late. The captain pulled back, attempting an early liftoff. The Pan Am pilots turned sharply, trying to escape. At full speed, the aircraft collided. In seconds, both jets were torn apart. The KLM aircraft was destroyed instantly. The Pan Am jet was ripped open but not completely destroyed. Inside, a desperate fight for survival began. Some men managed to escape through fire and smoke. Rescue teams struggled to reach the scene. Dense fog slowed every response. The runway became a scene of devastation. 583 lives were lost, the deadliest accident in aviation history. But the questions had only begun. Within hours, investigators arrived at Tenerife. They searched for answers among the wreckage. The cockpit voice recorder became the key. What investigators heard was deeply unsettling. The final moments revealed confusion, not panic. Radio communication played a critical role. Words were spoken but not clearly understood. Assumptions replaced confirmation. The Pan Am crew knew the runway was not clear. The KLM captain believed clearance had been granted. No one could see the full picture. The fog removed the final layer of safety. A missed taxiway exit changed everything. Both aircraft occupied the same runway unknowingly. There was a brief moment of hesitation. Authority overruled doubt. The chain of errors was complete. This was not a mechanical failure. It was a breakdown of human communication. Small mistakes combined into catastrophe. The conclusions were clear and painful. Aviation was forced to confront itself, and it would never be the same again. After the investigation, aviation faced a hard truth. The disaster exposed weaknesses beyond technology. It revealed how human communication could fail. Cockpit culture was forced to change. Crew resource management was introduced worldwide. Every voice in the cockpit now mattered. Authority was no longer absolute. Air traffic control procedures were redesigned. Runway communication became standardized across the globe. Safety replaced speed as aviation's highest priority. The lives lost were never forgotten. They became a lesson written in history. Every safe flight today carries that lesson forward. The Tenerife disaster changed aviation forever, because in aviation, every lesson is written in lives.